This is Calicat, the Calicatster, and appears that Red Letter Media got ahead of us. Ahead of me, I went to see Thunderbolts before I did, and did a review along with Sinners. I just saw Thunderbolts. I did not see Sinners. They did show the longer trailer for the Fantastic Four, which shows the Silver Surfer and other characters I won't give away. And it's the Calicat version. Anyway, so of course it is. We have Thunderbolts, which was actually originally completed before Brave New World, but then Brave New World had to have 30% of it reshot. But then this one had to be reshot in parts too, so one of them just got out of the gate quicker than the other. And the producers claim, no, Brave New World wasn't yes, it was reshot. Parts of it were, I don't know, the producer guy would say, oh no, we didn't have to redo any of it. Yeah, you did. You had to redo a lot of that movie. And this one too, I suspect. I suspect the whole second act, which was redone in this case. But yeah, the other one was finished first. They're using, as the villain threat in it, Sentry, or the Void, who's a character from the 2000s. Hopefully they give the guy credits, the two people credits for coming up with that, because it's a later character. It's a weird idea. His powers seem impossible. A million suns. Power. What? He's some sort of demigod. It doesn't, but then we have, so your plot basically is there's the Divanis, or whatever it is, the evil lady is, evil lady that hires all of them wants to get rid of the evidence. She wants to get rid of the evidence about her impeachment trial by destroying the labs and sending out Florence Pugh's character, who was one of the Black Widows, to go out and destroy the labs and stuff. Unfortunately, they come together surreptitiously because Discount Captain America, U.S. Agent, as they call him, and Ghost show up in one of the labs and there's a man in there called Bob, who is the Sentry, clearly. That's not even a spoiler. And the Sentry in the Void. But they don't know how he got there. They don't know how he got out. Although they do show a chamber. They came out of the CR chamber kind of thing, Transformer-like. That's in there. Florence Pugh's character before that, though, is depressed and goes to her father, who is the Red Guardian. And then that's how they know where she's going to go, and that's where they know how he's going to go. So they do this break into the lab and break out of the lab. It's going to explode thing. And they climb up a large chute air duct thing by all circling around each other and going up the chute. A little weird, but because only two of them are super soldiers, so how would they do that? Oh, well, it doesn't matter. There's a guy in it that has void powers, so we'll suspend disbelief a little bit. He's similar to the Evil Darkness from Trans series, and that predates that character by some time. It's in the 90s, so it predates them by some time. It's also similar to the, kind of has Nightmare on Elm Street powers a little bit, which Red Letter Media pointed out. Can make your deepest fears come to light. It's a bit like the Wrath Planet in the in the All Transformers Mush as well. The Wrath Planet does that. Fears or ambitions or nightmares or Freddy basically. So they're trying to get off of the base and they're doing their. The lady, Bucky, is involved, the senator, Becky Barnes' character. They had to reshoot some scenes to put mention of the other movie as taking place earlier, and then they had to throw in lines with him in Brave New World to make it seem like this was later. And yeah, they switched around. The evil lady wants to rebuild the Avengers. And I know she's got a name, but I'm just not going to bother looking it up. Yeah, so better movie than Brave New World. More cohesive. The reshoots fixed things. I think it's funny that in the Red Letter Media version that the guys liked, or at least Mike Staloska liked the a-hole secret agent Captain America better than the other one. Than the other movie. Yeah. Well, they play a-holes in their show, so naturally they would gravitate toward that guy. They play that. The characters they play. But yeah, you haven't done a lot of Marvel reviews over there. And so, yeah, this is just a quickie my thoughts on this movie. Went and saw it late. It's already like Tuesday, 4 days after it came out. And this video will probably go up a couple days after that because we're finishing editing on the Space Vanguard stuff and the Star Trek Legacy stuff. I don't have time to post other videos apart from that. I'll do that first. So yeah, this is gonna sit around for at least a day probably. But yeah, I keep thinking, but there's really, I don't need to ramble on about it. I don't really. It was fine. It was. They did the Thunderbolts. She tricks them at the end into announcing they're the new Avengers. There's a bunch of other stuff in there that I wouldn't have done, but they did. The Thunderbolts is kind of its own thing. It's a comic book. It's kind of its own thing. Some of the characters are the same. Some of them are different. Sentry had his own comic book. Yeah. He's sort of reminiscent of that Adam Warlock guy. Kind of. Similar idea. Well, they're technically demigods anyway. They're not gods. They're demigods. But how would the alien serum have done that? I don't know. Comic book. I mean, there's 2 end credit sequences. One with the Wheaties box joke is in Manifest Reality. And then there's another one at the very end that has a spaceship that looks very similar to one of the Calicat designs from our movies. It's not one of ours. No, can't take the credit for somebody else coming up with a ship. But I won't give that away. Stay for the end credit. But yes, the multiverse thing is still going on, sort of. And they got rid of Kang, so now there's kind of this void. Yeah. Or they're trying to figure things out. The Void's power is weird. They used one of those super black suit things over the motion capture to make it look really, really dark. Very cool looking effect. He has a cool villain looking. He zaps you into the void, I guess, and then you're inside him. I'm not sure how that works. That kind of sounds dirty. Hey, yeah. Hell yeah. But yes, but there's, yeah. How does that work? That he goes into the dream world when he zaps you, and then pulls you out, so you can, yeah. I mean, what is that? What is that? What is he supposed to be? Is he like a wizard, like a Doctor Strange, sort of a wizard, I guess. There was another version of the Void, named Dormammu, in that first Doctor Strange movie. Anyway, so yeah. That's not the same. It's not the same. It's a different guy. Is there an equivalent in DC? Well, there's always an equivalent in DC. Although the trailers for the Fantastic Four were fun. Let's see, what would be the equivalent to the Void? I guess the Negaverse or something. Yeah, DC version. Probably, yeah. And Star Trek would be like that Dream Realm or And the Starship locations, it would be Cillian space, but the Overlord version of it, where the Q hang out, basically. So there's versions of it out there that are in other media. Yeah, it was fine. It was just fine. It was fun. More so than Stranger New World. 3.5 stars. Climbs above that one by a full star. And it wasn't 4. It was 3.5. But yeah, they were trying for a Guardians of the Galaxy Suicide Squad type of feel, like the DC Suicide Squad, which is kind of what Thunderbolts was. But they were a little. Yeah, they changed a lot of stuff. The comic books isn't the same. I'm sure someone else out there knows more about the Marvel stuff and the DC stuff. We'll go into detail about who these characters are and why they don't make sense in this movie. But if it's a movie version, it never really follows the comic, so it's fine. Yeah. There was a major collateral damage in the story. The things and cars and vehicles get crushed and things fall on things, and you never actually see blood and gore everywhere because they don't do that in these movies unless it's a Deadpool. But yeah, people actually got totally smashed and killed in the story. Yeah, so they just didn't show it. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. So, and not just the they couldn't stop people that got crushed. They got crushed. They're gone. Or it cut cars in half and stuff. You know, like that weird Tron Ares trailer. That is he still in the game? Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't make sense. That would make sense how he got the girl out of the game. Then it would be like, oh, okay, he's still technically inside it, which was my idea for the Matrix 2. Before the Wachowski brothers did something else with Matrix 2 and 3. My idea was that they're just different levels in the game, each movie. But yeah, they didn't listen to me. Yeah, so when he breaks into the real world at the end of Matrix 2, he's not really in the real world at all. He's still in the Matrix. So, he'll always still be in the Matrix. Yeah. Anyway, that's something different though. Yeah. Anyway,